Sword Fighter is just the worst in both categories.
Sword Fighter doesn't get any love. Nobody picks Sword Fighter.
You know, and I feel like
it's really sad because swords are cool.
I hope they change a couple things when it comes to the Switch version. We know it's coming.
Yeah.
And even though they didn't announce it at E3, we know it's coming.
It's probably after the release of Pokken.
Yeah. Once they get a couple of the bigger releases, because
especially the big fighting games, they want it to be clear for Smash.
They want to sell those first before anything.
Definitely.
I would love to see. Obviously, everybody wants to see a Bayo nerf. Honestly, to be honest, wow. In order to change Bayonetta and make her not super OP, but still relatively a good character, just our Red Rocks crew was suggesting don't let her smash attack in Witch Time.
Oh.
Like not letting her smash attack in Witch Time. Witch Time should just be a ability to escape combos that you're being currently thrown into, or to predict.
Okay.
It's sort of like Atlas in the Rivals, where if you get them frozen in an ice block, you got to predict where they're going to go. So I think that's how Witch Time should be, being able to predict what they're going to do out of Witch Time. That would actually be a really good one. Or just a couple, maybe just a little bit of lag on some of her moves, just to make it so it's a bit better.
Well, as great as Bayonetta is, we're having a battle of the low tiers right here between, we got Kirby and we got, I believe that is a Pac-Man I'm seeing. Yeah, and unfortunately, Myoozik having interesting choice in the color of his Kirby, and I have to call the man out because he is picking edgy Darkman Kirby.
Taunting right at the beginning.
Spice Kirby is the best one. Off with the taunt, and immediately Myoozik goes right into the combos.
It's very interesting. The trampoline came out there in a weird spot, and they just kept jumping. And I think right now they're just spacing it or finding what each other does and getting some fun in there.
Absolutely. No, you can kind of tell they're just playing around with each other a little bit. Like, Alea's trampolines are just for silliness, and mine's just kind of feeling him out and see what he can do. He's figuring out the matchup right now. Like, he's trying to inhale the hydrant. Like,
he wants Pac-Man's powers right now. You can like as soon as he gets Pac-Man powers, this is going to be a pretty even matchup, or even better in Kirby's favor.
Absolutely.
Just because of all of Kirby's options and having the ability to use stuff like the key and Galaga.
As soon as Kirby has access to that, he can have a really valid camping game in terms of just like playing as Pac-Man. Also, his combo game becomes incredibly good.
SD.
Unfortunate SD. Rare from a Kirby.
He was trying to air dodge the fire hydrant too low. He could have just been hit, and it probably would have hit him upwards, which would have air dodging there was just a bad move.
I think I also thought him buffer a neutral air. I love using the hydrant and trying to push him into that.
So the hydrant is a double-edged sword. It's really useful for Pac-Man to do a lot of his smash attacks or any of his combos with his super fruit and stuff like that. But it also can use against him if the person knows what he's doing, especially if they can hit it right back at him.
Absolutely. And then the other thing to note is just, like how much damage you can do if you hit back at him. One thing I know that Pac-Man will do a lot is that the hydrant has exactly 13 health on it, so a lot of Pac-Man will land with back air and throw the hydrant out, because back air does exactly 12 damage, which is really interesting.
Good job with the bell, but not managing to get anything out of it. By the way, early that recovery that, trying to get that combo with fire, that recovery with Pac-Man, very similar to Villager in the sense that he can really come back from a really low place.
He definitely can, but also like Villager, his recovery is pretty exploitable. Yep. Big thing to keep in mind, because that trampoline, you can jump on it too and take his jumps away, and then also you can hit him when he's in trampoline state. Like right here, I would love to see.
That would have been really cool if he got the spike on that.
Although mine would have bounced up. Myoozik right now really not having an answer for how to kill mine, and mine is more than content just to play the long game right here.
51% extra credit for Mind on the second stock for 61 now.
And looking to stretch out even further. Mind is doing a really good job of putting up the wall and setting up really smart traps. And Myoozik doesn't look to be very aware of how the matchup operates, and he's just falling for a lot of Pac-Man
That should take it, yep.
Very good.
We'll do it.
I like how he landed on the Smashville platform. That was smart.
67% no, not in good favor for Myoozik right now.
It's not out of the question, but it's definitely looking pretty harsh.
Good setup. Good setup.
Mine's traps are actually looking pretty nice right now.
Using the honeydew melon as just a slow projectile upwards, putting that trampoline there is a very good move on his part to edge guard.
Yeah, it catches a lot of options. I imagine you can also just throw like a down smash in the roll area and just catch everything all at once.
Oh, exactly.
A really solid trap.
I wonder if you can keep doing that. That's actually going to be a huge benefit to him later on in this tournament.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Having anything to try and limit options, especially on the ledge or in any kind of advantage state, is huge for Pac-Man.
That fire hydrant killing.
That fire hydrant taking it. I feel like that was some questionable DI.
Very questionable DI.
Yeah.
Just the way you never know. Sometimes it may not look like it, and they can't. But I feel like that should have been DI'd.
Absolutely. Mine definitely taking that up game 1, and the crit thinking that
We're both are females.
Are females. Yeah.
I mean, if I was female, I'd be pretty sexy.
I'm not gonna lie, I think you're right.
Sawtooth just shrugging.
Sawtooth is like, yeah, I know, you're right.
You're right.
You're right.
So we're
10
going
out of 10 would bang if you were a female, but you know. Yeah, you know.
So Myoozik.
I have no idea what.
Myoozik trying to
going to Dreamland, going to his home stage is Kirby.
Yes.
And my favorite Pac-Man alt, Oven Mitt alt.
Oh, Oven Mitt is the best Pac-Man.
Ooh,
no
that
question.
shield pressure was really high. If he
That
would have
was-
followed up with a fruit, I feel like he could have shield broken really early right there.
Absolutely. I feel like if he got any kind of conversion on that, could have been easy shield break. And I think that was what mine was looking for right there. Mine right now is sticking to pretty much the exact same plan as he was in the last game, is playing the range game and forcing Myoozik to keep approaching. And it doesn't look like Myoozik has an answer to the Madoni yet.
Oh, that was good use of trampoline there. Like, there's so many options with that fire hydrant. Being able just to maybe guard the edge or just prevent people from coming at you. It's sort of in the new game Injustice 2, Sub-Zero is going to, the DLC is going to have that option. Just cover any approach, and that's what Pac-Man can do really well at, is covering that approach.
Oh,
ooh, that bell. Good job by Myoozik by not following right into there, but only not very much percent on mine right now.
Fighters like Pac-Man thrive when they're able to force
Did he
you to
get
be
the grab?
aggressive. Yes.
He managed to get
Wait a
the
minute.
oh, good strawberry.
Did you just say that Pac-Man has a grab?
Grab?
That's new to me.
Oh, see, he could,
That would have been smart.
if he would have up smashed, that would have been death.
Yo, we
Easy
got
death.
Strivey in the chat. Hi, Strivey. Anyways, back to the match though. You can see that right now, I would love to see Myoozik just break his zone a little bit and then just inhale, to be honest. 'Cause I kind of feel like that's what Myoozik is looking for, and mine's really playing smart to it. What Myoozik
We're
could do...
running right into
Wow.
the apple.
Oh, and mine just did a little Pac-Man dance. He crawled across the screen there.
I feel like he was trying to grab Myoozik was trying to grab the apple.
Yeah.
That's why he went for it. Which at that high percentage, you just dodge it
Yeah,
at that point.
just respect it, because
Yeah.
it's not worth the risk unless you're like really confident you're under control. But I feel like right now Myoozik needs to shield a lot more. This is a big thing because Pac-Man doesn't get a lot of his grabs, and Myoozik is running into a lot of Pac-Man setup. So why not run to him, shield him where his projectiles are unsafe, and then punish him for it, and then convert that into like an edge guard, or possibly inhale him, get his item, and then start camping him out.
Ooh, that
That
would
would have been very bad.
Mine didn't realize. Like, I don't think he was going to hit it. Like, he didn't think he was going to hit it. But oh my gosh!
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
That was sexy.
Fantastic.
Oh.
Well done by Mind on both games, managing to space out Myoozik.
Yes. Mine, that was a very clean game from mine. Only taking 33% in total. Pretty dominant stuff. Can't wait to see what mine is going to be doing in this round 2.
So by the way, in terms of people on Twitch chat right now, there is a way to use the Discord emotes on Twitch, but we have to add it through I think it was like
better Discord.
Dark TV.